People reach out all the time and want to know about my career and what it's like to be a dating coach. So I thought it'd be fun to make a video answering my most frequently asked questions, like, what the heck is a dating coach? Does coaching even work? How much does it cost? And is it right for me? So if you haven't guessed already, my name's Blaine and I'm a dating coach for men. Let's dive in. What is a dating coach for men? It is somebody like yours truly that helps men learn to meet more women they're attracted to, flirt and create chemistry, send text messages so they don't end up getting ghosted, plan fun dates that lead to deeper connections, upgrade their appearance so they feel attractive, build confidence so they feel more secure and less anxious interacting with women, and find a partner that matches their lifestyle criteria and needs. And what qualifies somebody to be a dating coach? The most important credentials for any dating coach is the results they get their clients. Nothing else really matters. Through my courses and coaching program, I have helped more than 1,000 men learn to attract women that they like. And more than 95% of my clients report that they would recommend working with me to a friend. My client testimonials seriously warm my heart, so I'm linking them below for you to check out. Does coaching even work? Coaching absolutely works so long as you hire a good coach. And whether you personally will get results from working with a coach depends on a few things. What is the scope of what you want to accomplish? For example, if you want help with tactical things like becoming a better texter or improving your first photo to get more matches online, you can get results virtually immediately with a lot of my self-serve programs. But if you're struggling with something deeper like self-confidence, it can take weeks or even months of focused effort before you see meaningful results. Also, how hard are you willing to work? Coaching is not magic, and contrary to popular belief, the harder you work and the more effort you put in, the better your results are going to be. Having worked with a lot of guys, I have realized there is a big difference in how well some guys follow directions versus others. And this difference is directly proportional to the results they get from my programs. So if you're good at following directions, for example, school was relatively easy for you when you applied yourself, I am confident you will get results fast from my programs. But if you're bad at following directions and it's hard for you to take what somebody says and then go implement it, my programs might not work for you, and I don't want you to make a bad investment. So, how much does a dating coach cost? Different coaches have different models and different rates. But speaking for myself, my programs start at $149 for my Texting OS course and go up from there into 4 and even 5-figure investments. Rather than trying to catalog a bunch of coaches and their prices, I just want to call out a few trends that I've observed. First, established coaches are not cheap. If a coach has a national or international presence, they likely have more demand for their services than they can fill, and their rates are going to reflect this. Second, expensive does not necessarily equal effective. I cannot tell you how many guys have told me horror stories that they worked with another coach, invested $10,000, and then were no better off after than they were before. And third, getting help does not need to break the bank. Good coaches are going to have different offerings for different budgets. Is hiring a coach worth it? Hiring a coach can be a significant investment, so this is a fair question. If you're unsure whether it's worth it to you, consider a few things. What are results worth to you? Good coaches are not cheap, but if they can help you develop the skills to meet a valuable partner, that may be worth it. What is your opportunity cost? If hiring a coach is going to be a significant financial burden, like you're going to struggle to pay rent, do not do it. But if hiring a coach is not going to significantly impact the quality of your life, it can be a great investment because there is terrific upside. And think about what happens if you don't hire a dating coach. What does your life look like in 3 months or in 3 years if you don't make a change? Likewise, what does your life look like in 3 months or in 3 years if you do take action and make a change? Also, most dating coaches, myself included, offer a money-back guarantee. This can enable you to try out coaching with minimal risk. Is coaching right for me? This is a little bit like asking a barber if you need a haircut. I am blessed to be at a place professionally where I regularly have to turn down prospective clients, so I feel like I can answer this objectively. And the honest answer is, it depends. Many guys would benefit from working with a coach, but others would not. So there are 3 key things to consider. First, do you believe that you can grow? As long as you believe that you have opportunities to grow and improve your skills, you will get results working with a coach. But some guys believe that they are beyond help or hopeless, and this is self-fulfilling. And are you motivated? The more motivated you are to make change and achieve a specific result, the more likely you are to get results working with a dating coach. If you are merely curious and not really sure what you want, you are less likely to get results no matter how skilled the coach is. Third, can you invest? If you can comfortably invest time and energy and money into improving yourself and your results with women, you will find working with a coach very helpful. But if you're working 90 hours a week and have no energy for anything outside of work, you're less likely to get results working with a dating coach. And who is the best coach? I'd like to think of myself as the best dating coach for men, but the truth is there are a lot of great coaches out there and a lot of imposters. Comparisons are seldom apples to apples. Some coaches are pickup artists and more focused on game and learning to pick up women at bars. Other coaches, like myself, are more focused on helping men find and build relationships. Also, coaching performance is opaque. There is no public source of truth to see client results and determine which coach is the most effective. I do know one thing for certain though, lists on the internet like top 5 dating coaches this year or standout dating coaches in 2022 are often gimmicks. I cannot tell you how many solicitations I get on a regular basis offering me a spot on the list in exchange for $700. These pay-to-play best dating coach lists are oftentimes fake and inaccurate, so avoid coaches who point to these fraudulent credentials. So how should you choose a dating coach? The right dating coach isn't going to be the same for everybody, so there are 3 considerations I encourage you to think about. First, do you trust this coach's advice? Most good coaches post lots of free tips on social media or on their website. So take a look at these. If what they're saying makes sense to you and resonates, that's a good thing. Likewise, if it sounds questionable or not like things you want to do, probably not for you. Second, does this coach have real testimonials? A good coach should be able to point to dozens of client testimonials. And if you're considering a coach who can only show you a handful of sketchy looking testimonials, run. And third, do you enjoy spending time with them? If you move forward with this person, you will be communicating closely or watching dozens of hours of their content. So do you enjoy their company? If the answer is yes to those 3 questions, you've probably found a good coach. I hope you found those answers helpful and insightful, and if you are considering a dating coach, please reach out because I would love to chat. Talk soon! Am I the best dating coach? 1 vote for yes.